Steve ran is easy. Soccer. What the fuck? Dude, I can't take this Lady Gaga thing. We can bet on that too. What's the odds? Welcome back. It's insane. Welcome back to What's the Odds. Welcome. I'm very smart. Welcome back to What's the Odds. The odds. Welcome back. Magnets. Welcome right to
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi? It's your host, Steve Ranazizi. February 13th, 2019. This is Brenton Biddlecombe. Say what's up.
Hey, guys.
Oh, buddy. Getting on the air
Are you
on
ready
a
for
Wednesday.
Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm ready for Valentine's Day. What, do you have something planned for me?
Yes, something very special.
Is it a big deal for you and your girlfriend?
Not really.
No, you've been together a while.
And I say that because I know she's in a meeting right now not watching this.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think that she's like, is it something you've been planning for a while now?
I mean, I got it all taken care of like a month ago.
Oh, this is my, oh, okay.
No, it's not that.
It might be, though,
it's not
dude.
that.
You got to play it off like it's not that now.
It's not that. It's not that.
You have to.
No, we're going to Italy. We're going to do one of those cooking classes.
Yeah. And in the middle, maybe you cook up a recipe for love for the rest of your life.
Not in front of everybody.
I
can't
did it.
handle
You didn't.
that.
That's
too
how
much
I did
pressure.
it.
In front of a lot of people.
Premium blend, dude.
You did it on premium blend?
Yeah. Why you say it like that?
Because Jesus, when did you get married? In the 70s?
First, we met in the 70s. No, we met. No, first of all, for those of you who don't know, Premium Blend is a television show on Comedy Central. First of all,
don't age yourself. Just say Adam
Comedy
Devine's
Central is
House
a
Party.
network on television. Okay, sorry. Television's that thing that you guys look at once in a while that cable's hooked up to. Yeah, so Premium Blend was 2004, 5.
Sophomore year, yeah.
Of what? High school
High
for you?
school.
No way.
Yeah.
Were you like, dude, I gotta watch Premium Blend? Fuck yeah.
You guys hear this? Steve Ranazizi?
It was the show on Comedy Central where they put like the new comics and gave them like,
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
like
I used to watch.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm a comedy fan.
And so it was like my episode was Jeselnik, Natasha, Roy Wood Jr., I think, and me.
Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, I was the last guy to go, and at the end, I came back out. And she was in the audience, and I asked her to marry me.
And that wasn't televised.
That part, they didn't televise it, but they gave me like the actual footage of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So because my parents were everyone was in the audience, so in hindsight, maybe it was sort of egotistical and kind of like a weird way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's better than fucking doing it at Italy.
I'm not doing it at Italy. I told you, I'm not
All
doing
right.
it. We're just
Okay.
gonna go and
But
make
you've been
pasta.
planning That's cool though. I haven't done that. I want to do a
it's
cooking
fun.
class.
You should
Have you
do
done
it.
it before?
Yeah, once before.
With another lady or
no, with Cassie. But they
Okay.
they put you. They have this guy. He instructs you. He gives you wine. They actually cook you a meal, and then you go and cook your own stuff.
Do you find, was it Italian food, the other one you did too? It's probably the easiest to do.
It was. The other one was egg pasta. So this one's gonna be like gnocchi, I think.
Yeah, gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Just, yeah, make sure you don't sound like an idiot going out there.
Gnocchi. I would like some gnocchi, please.
Please, dude. It's one time, he might be watching, my friend Nick. By the way, shout out to Nick, who was a guest on the show. It was his birthday 4 days ago. And shout out to PJ, who was the other guest, whose birthday was yesterday, as well as Ari Shafir's birthday.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant one time in Atlantic City, and we were all banged up already. We just wanted to eat some Italian, and the waiter came over and was like, would you guys like some gnocchi? And we were like, fuck. This place is going to suck. I'm like, how do you fuck up Italian in Atlantic City? Gnocchi. We were like, oh, God. Speaking of breaking news, I don't know. We weren't speaking of breaking news, but breaking news, Joe Flacco traded from the Ravens to the Broncos. Looks like Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the future.
Sense.
That's it.
That makes sense. And Joe Flacco's a good rental quarterback. The Broncos are in a position where they could just insert him right into their system and maybe win 10 games and
they were
get a wild card berth maybe.
I don't know what as far as the exchange of picks or what it was. Let's see here what they got. I mean, I don't know. Does it change
I don't
doesn't
think
change the Broncos to me.
I don't think it changes the Broncos. He's not like an elite quarterback. He's just a guy that you can put in and he'll play solid.
Yeah, I was hoping it was Eli. I was like, oh fuck, quarterback. I was like, oh god, come on, get.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Look at that though.
What? Which one?
They've got to move on from Case Keenum, $36 million.
Let's see if they move on. They're going to bring him into camp, right?
Well, no, they're going to have to get rid of him because otherwise they're bringing in $18 million that they have to pay him to sit on the bench.
Oh, because what's his name? Flacco's making cash too.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, he's not a cheap.
I mean, look at all those quarterbacks.
Foles,
look at that
Tannehill,
mediocrity.
Tyrod Taylor, Blake Bortles. Oh my God, which one of those guys is going to be wearing a Giant jersey? Speaking of which,
I think Tyrod Taylor is a very good quarterback, and you'd be happy to have him.
Fine, I think so too. He would be out of those guys that are listed right there. I mean, I'll take Nick Foles.
I think Nick Foles is overpriced.
Well, we'll see how much money. If it's talking equal across the board, I'm taking Nick Foles out of that group.
He's got
but if it's
experience, but he doesn't play well in the first half of the season.
He's also not going to. He's going to demand more money than a Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
But also, let's talk about where does Kyler Murray end up? Is he the first draft pick? And do you really believe what's his name in Arizona? Their new head coach, whatever the fuck his name is, young gun too.
Look him up.
The guy from Texas Tech, good looking, handsome dude. What's with these fucking young? Like, did none of them just play? None of them played football. They just played for like a year, got a sense of the game, and they were like, "I'll hold a clipboard and be handsome and fucking."
You don't want to fuck up your modeling career.
It's really like, just God, they're like insanely handsome.
How white is this name? Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury, that's his name. Well, you know,
he looks like royalty.
He does. He looks like he should be married to Markle or something like that. He said, quoted saying before a game, I think it was Texas Tech versus Oklahoma, that Kyler Murray is a once in a generation talent or something like that, and that you would be a fool not to draft him first, and he would take him first. And now here we are.
Do the Cardinals have the first pick?
They have the first pick.
Yeah.
They also have Drew Rosen on the hook for a lot of money. I mean, it was the 10th overall pick last year. And, you know, he got hired to be the guy, the horse whisperer, and make this guy the quarterback that Jared Goff, you know, we thought he was before the Super Bowl, but can still be. And so, you know, Kyler Murray committing 100% now to football, which I don't know. Hey, go for it. It's the quick money right now, and you know what? I think in the long run it could be the bigger career, but you know, who knows? The guy is 5'11", maybe.
Well, he is 5'11". I don't know how much stock you take into this, but Cliff clarified his praise by saying, you know, make no mistake, Drew Rosen's our guy.
Well, because he has to now. That's his fucking job.
But is he the one that's actually making the pick, or is it the GM? How involved is Cliff going to be in the draft?
I'm not sure. I mean, I would assume you hire the guy, and he's going to have a personnel. He's going to have the ability to go, like, this is what I want to run. This is the kind of people I need.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, behind closed doors, are they going, like, look, this guy, you know, I know you're committed to this other guy, but what I can do with this guy would be remarkable. And so, you know, as a first-year coach, getting your first head coach job, are you willing to now? Because now not only have you taken the entire franchise and gone, all right, I'm your guy now, but now you're going to course correct them away from what they just picked last year to a guy that you think is going to, and you're putting all your chips on Kyler Murray. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do
not think he's the first pick.
So we've got Jacksonville, Washington, and Miami all need quarterbacks.
Yeah, but none of them draft before the Giants.
But I think these guys are going to trade up. Somebody's going to make a big deal with Arizona, and they're going to move up and get him.
Jacksonville's got the pick after the Giants, I think, if I'm correct. And who gives a fuck if I am? But I'm pretty sure I am. And so I think that, you know, maybe they make a move where they move up one, give away that spot, and something later on in the draft. I don't know.
I don't think Arizona takes him. I think,
to be honest with you,
I think a trade happens.
As a Giants fan, I don't know. I'm just not. It's not like I was like, please, I want to see Saquon Barkley's name on the back of a Giants jersey. I don't know if I'm pot committed to Kyler Murray. I don't know. I see size. I just see it's different in the NFL. And I know there's Michael
So
Vick.
you think
and
he's
I
too
know,
small?
I think he's too small. I really, really do. I think that
Doug Flutie.
There's a lot of guys you can point to. There's a lot of guys. Russell Wilson,
Drew
Brees. Yeah, there's a Doug Flutie. There are guys that were successful, but I feel like with the way he's athletic, he can get outside the pocket. That's great. One injury away. You got to be able to stand. For 40% of the game, for 40% of your job is standing inside that pocket with fucking gargantuan trees around you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be able to see through that forest, step up, and make a throw. And I'm sure he has the ability, but just what God gave him, 5'11", might not work. That's my point. So, I don't know. Is it Drew Haskins or the other guy from Ohio State? I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, the guy's 6'5". Look, and there's Dante Culpepper. For every guy, that's not also a given, but I'm just saying it's.
So what I'm hearing is you want somebody to take him before the Giants don't.
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I don't know if I think if I'm sitting there going, he's on the board, we could take him. Fuck. Everyone thinks this guy's, I don't know. But, we have a long time before that. A really long time. But for me, I'm like, fuck. I'm not 100% convinced he's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm interested to see. I'm glad shit's happening already. Football's just like, fuck you. We're staying on the headlines. Speaking of which, where does because pitchers and catchers report this week. What are the odds Manny Machado is on a roster in 2 weeks from now? I say 0%.
I don't think anyone wants him. He's got a bad attitude. He costs way too much. And I mean, he's good, but there are other people that are just as good that you could just add and it wouldn't destroy the locker room.
Yeah. I think he's going to end up signing one of those 1-year deals. He'll do like a JD Martinez and end up doing something like that where he's like, all right, I'll go play. Maybe that's a big risk. He can get hurt, and then now he's just a hurt player, a year older with a bad attitude, who will be giving up a ton of money if that's the situation. But I don't know what's going on beyond him. There are guys with great attitudes that still don't have jobs.
Yeah,
Mike Moustakas doesn't have a job. Dallas Keuchel doesn't have a job.
Bryce Harper's still a free agent.
Bryce Harper, I think he's going to end up signing maybe a 2-year deal with the Giants or something like that. Some 2-year, maybe $50 million, somewhere in the ballpark of that.
As of 5 hours ago, there are rumors of a Manny Machado Yankee short-term deal.
What the fuck did you? Where are you pulling that from?
This is from Pinstripe Alley.
Pulling it up right now, Brenton. God damn it, Brenton! What? Why wouldn't you lead with that? When did you? Why would you open with that?
I'm doing some research.
When? In the middle of the show?
Yeah.
God damn it, Brenton! Holy shit! What is this? Pinstripe Alley saying this?
Yeah, pinstripealley.com.
Should I speak on the mic? All right, hold on. Pinstripe Alley. I gotta fucking type.
Look at this.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jorge Posada was hired by the Marlins. So now it's
for what?
Jeter, Don Mattingly, and Jorge as a special advisor.
Special advisor.
Mm-hmm.
So
now the three of them will find other ways to dismantle the Marlins and send them to the Yankees.
New York Yankees around holy shit. The latest installment. I don't think this is a good idea, guys. Pitchers and catchers reporting. We have a big infield already. A big infield.
Mm-hmm.
Don Mattingly, Posada. Maintain interest in the third baseman, but won't push beyond their comfort zone. Yeah, okay. These are dudes just trying to jerk each other off online. That's what's going on. All right.
Hope so.
You scared the shit out of me there, Brenton. I thought this was like a reputable situation.
So where do you think he's going to go?
I think he ends up with the Phillies. I think he ends up with an East Coast sort of the Phillies, maybe the White Sox.
He's going to need loud fans.
Yeah. I think he ends up with the Phillies. But I don't think it's in the next 2 weeks. And I mean, he'll have a team before the start of the season. But he's going to have an abbreviated spring training. He's not going to get off to a great start, I bet. I mean, what shape do you think that guy keeps himself in?
Not good shape.
Not like.
I mean, he's a 26-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have
with a crazy ego and a bad attitude. He's probably not in the best of shape. And it's baseball. You don't have to be in like amazing shape.
Tell me about it. So Jorge's going back to the the core four is going, and then they'll hire Andy Pettit as the pitching coach. And that's it.
Apparently, according to Rawlings Sports on Twitter, Manny Machado picked out his gloves for this season, and they are black and white.
That's fine. That's the White
Sox.
Does
that mean anything? To the colors, is he color coordinating, or is he just buying gloves?
He's just buying gloves. That's
that happened yesterday.
That could be the White Sox. That could be the Yankees. You know, I don't look too much into that. I mean, who gives a shit? As soon as they sign him, they'll buy new gloves. I don't know though. I don't think he'll have a team in the next 2 weeks though. I think for sure.
If the Padres ever spent money, now would be the time. And if they got Harper and Manny Machado, maybe that would help them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much money they have, dude. That's a lot of money committed to two guys. That's a lot of money. You can get one of those guys, one of them, but that's it. I mean,
you'd take Bryce Harper, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's the better of the two.
So 3 hours ago, GM Rick Hahn of the White Sox is going to
he scratch his nuts
chat with
to
reporters
the left
today about Machado.
Chat with reporters. Of course, he's going to chat with reporters. Going to ask him, "Hey, how close are you to getting Manny Machado?" And he's going to go, "I don't know. I hope he signs with us." Bullshit, Brenton. Let me ask you a question. Who's your baseball team that you root for?
The Yankees.
You root for the Yankees?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I didn't realize that. That's good.
Yeah.
It's going to make your life and my life a lot easier.
Fan.
Who
And,
did it?
You know, I mean, living in Buffalo, it was nice to watch somebody win all the time.
Well, yeah, and you had the glory. Well, you were super young during the glory days.
Super young. It would have been like 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's like my son right now, who's just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep him away from the Red Sox because they're so fucking good. But he's like, wow, this team is really good. I go, yeah, buddy, it's fun to watch a good team. I'm excited. Pitchers and catches are reporting. Did you watch the Grammys, by the way?
Did not watch the Grammys.
Really?
I don't watch. I don't listen to any of the music, so it's like, here's an award to someone else you've never heard of.
But
I just checked the results. We made the bets, and I checked the results. And
I'll say this, then you missed something, because the Grammys to me is the best award show of them all, because number one, it's music and dancing, so it's visually like what you want to see. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And so the element of like, oh, here's the song that's nominated, or here's some, and the I don't know who does the matchups of putting people together, you know, but I think most of the times they do a really good job, a really interesting job. That fucking Dua Lipa and
that was one we got wrong, by the way.
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent. My God, the two of them.
Best new artist, Dua Lipa.
That was hot.
So fucking hot, Emma. So hot. And I didn't know St. Vincent. Do you know St. Vincent?
I saw her at Coachella last year.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know her, but Dua
She's
Lipa.
great.
Dua Lipa. My God, Dua Lipa. Oh my God, I didn't even know she was English. Then she spoke. She was English.
And you
she
like
said,
that?
"I love," and I was like, "Oh my God!" And then back to back, and just crazy. I was like, such sexual energy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sexual energy, Ricky Martin in the beginning of the show with that small little mustache. The guy still has it, dude. Still has it. This is what I'm talking about, Brent. You missed a hell of a show. These people, like the numbers that the groups and the mashups they put together was really interesting. It was really good. One of them missed. How was the Post Malone one, Emma? I missed that one. Was he good?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah. Who'd he go? Who was his?
He did it with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Was it the Red Hot Chili?
I thought that. Yeah, I missed it. I had to go pick up the pizza. I know.
That's important too.
It is important to have the food, but you know, someone's got to go, and I'm at the pizza place, And I guess it was the time when who was coming out next? Oh, Jennifer Lopez was doing her thing, and the whole kitchen was like they were all fixated, dancing, watching the TV and shit. It was fucking crazy. Everyone, I mean, Jennifer
She
Lopez
killed it.
Killed it, dude.
She still got it.
Goddamn pro. A pro. She is a total fucking pro. The woman doesn't eat sugar. She doesn't drink. She just focuses on dancing and
She's
singing.
65 years old.
When she is, she'll still look as good as she does right now,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
She'll still look as good.
She looks like she did when she came out with her first album. It's
I
crazy.
mean, it's unbelievable. She's still Jenny from the block.
Mm-hmm. I was.
How old were you?
When that came out?
Yeah, how old were you when
What-
fucking
what
Jenny
year
from the block came
What
out?
year did that come out?
It was like 94, 6, 7,
Let's see.
2002.
2002.
2002. That was freshman year.
2002. It was freshman year of what?
Of high school. It's either freshman year or 8th grade. Depends on when in 2002.
Wait a second. In 2002.
Yeah, I graduated in 06.
And so Jenny from the block came out, and you're sitting there going, I'm a Shut up! God. I love her still. And A-Rod and her are the perfect couple. They are.
I
the
saw
most
them at a Lakers
manufactured-
game.
They are Latina Barbie and Ken.
Mm-hmm.
They are perfect. There are no better people on the planet for each other than the two of them. Every picture, I don't know who's snapping their Instagram pictures, but they're posing, but they're not posing. They're always half dressed. It's like they are. I don't know how they found each other, but I'm so happy they did. I don't know how they found it. They found each other because they're both international celebrities. Who else did I love? I loved Cardi B was pretty good. Her performance was pretty good. Not the greatest. She can't dance, but you know she's
not there for her dancing.
It was the whole the strip. It was like a strip show. It was pretty interesting.
Was she? Did she used to be a stripper? Is
Yeah,
that
she
her?
was a
Yeah,
stripper.
she was a stripper. Yeah, but she also stripped for us on CBS or whatever the show was on, which was kind of fucking fun to watch. Even my son was like, "Wow!" I was like, "Yep, buddy, this is normal
Growing up
now.
fast.
This is it now." And Miley and Dolly Parton were great.
Yep.
They
Did you know
performed
Dolly
together?
Parton's Miley Cyrus's
Godmother,
godmom?
yeah, Godmother,
Yeah, it was a tribute to Dolly Parton.
so good. I love me some Miley. God damn, do I love me some Miley. So fucked up in the right ways.
She looked kind of insane.
In the greatest way you can look in like in the Miley hot way.
I just remember the first time I saw her, she was doing a Tonight Show segment, and she talked about how all she ate was ketchup.
Really?
So we're seeing the result of like 10 years of just eating ketchup.
That makes sense. Her body, ketchup does a body good. I mean, look, I've always been like Miley, because when she first came out, I was like, I should not be taught. This is a child.
Yeah.
But she's done stuff since then. That's just, I'm like, no, she's not a child anymore. She's a lady now.
She's an addict.
She's a lady. Did you go to any parties, Brenton? Were you at the parties? Is that why you didn't watch the award show?
Grammy parties?
Yeah, the Grammy parties.
No, I was working.
You were. Oh, okay.
You know my life.
Yeah, you were snapping photos and stuff, but
Yeah.
not of Grammy people.
Not of Grammy people.
Of just filthy comedians.
Just dirty comedians telling their Grammy jokes.
Yeah, I didn't go to any Grammy parties either. We don't go to my wife would probably Grammys would probably be the one she'd want to go to the most because it's the most interesting outfits and shit. But yeah, that's not for us. You have to be Emma. What did you say? You were saying there was a Grammy party, but there was a list of how you can get into the Grammy
Yeah,
party.
a friend of mine works for a management company, and they have. I'm not going to say whose it is because
Okay.
I don't want to do that to him. But he went to a Grammys
Cyndi
party.
Lauper.
And the list, no, the list of people allowed in at the door in this order was clients,
Okay.
celebrities, hot girls, and thoughts, because the thoughts will wait.
The thoughts. What are the thoughts? Like is it like afterthoughts? Is that what it is?
No, it's THOTS.
Yeah, like
What?
I think it started in a song. I don't even know how many years ago. I think it stands for That Hoe Over There.
A woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships.
Thoughts.
Oh,
Like the kind of girl that would like fuck a dude just because he's a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You
know
mean
what I
great,
mean?
great people? What? You mean givers? What the hell? Wait a minute. Is thoughts
That's the new
short
term for groupie.
Yeah, like kind of. Like their full-time job is
Thoughts.
to just like
Yeah.
bounce from celebrity to celebrity.
Okay. Wait a minute. So, who started? Does anyone know who started Thoughts? Thoughts.
I
Like,
don't
is
know.
was it a guy, a rapper? I'm gonna assume it was some rapper that was like, I'll get bitches to wait for me, no problem. They're like thoughts, tricks, hoes, off, thoughts. I don't know. I
I
mean,
feel like it was a lyric in a song or something, but I can't remember what it was.
So some people believe it originated from Chief Keef, but Chicago rapper 600 Breeze revealed to DJ Vlad that he co-invented the word with his friend.
co-invented so it's a term basically that just means like women who will just wait for as long as you want them to wait because you know they'll always say yes when you want them to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the kind of people that will wait just so that they can get seen for a second at this big
Wow.
Grammy party or whatever.
Wow. And I bet you their thoughts are also people that are like wouldn't mind if you were like, hey, you got to go. Like we're over. Like you're the first people you got to kick out because so and so just showed up.
Yeah, if they're
Just
the
give me a
last ones in
signed
the door, they're
headshot
probably
and
the
I'll be
first
out
one
the
out.
door.
Unless they have a dick in their mouth, you got to go. It's time to go. Which
Pretty
is, by
much.
the way, you should have a dick in your mouth if you thought you're at that party.
Yeah, that's
Because
why
that's
you're
what
there.
you're there, yeah. So they literally say like, okay, so clients, of course, celebrities, yes, we know that person, Instagram models or hot people, and
Hot
then
chicks.
and then I love how thoughts are like just not even hot enough to be in the hot.
You wait
person.
outside.
Because the thoughts will wait.
Has a thought ever made it up into like celebrity or like? I wonder if there's any thoughts that are like, you know what? I used to be a thought, and
Probably. I feel
and
like
now
you
I
must-
made it. I'm on the road rules, and now everybody knows who I am for a year, and so one day you could be me too.
I feel like maybe at some point you go from thought
There's-
to just a hot girl.
There's a rabbit hole of thoughts you can go down on Google. If you Google who's the most famous thought, there's the 10 most notorious thoughts.
Amazing.
There's
Thanks,
the 10
Internet.
biggest thoughts of all time.
I bet you there's a lot of hot girls that are now thoughts. A lot of hot. When you're the hot girl, there's only one. I mean, you got it's your middle management at that point. And either you're going to become a celebrity or you're a thought. The shelf life of those hot girls, the third level, is not long. You got to either get famous or you're a thought pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
Or you give it the game up, or you're like, you know what, the Grammy party is not for me. That's it. But I mean, it's terrible, and there's new thoughts coming into town every day, every single day. Just when you're like, oh, we're not gonna have enough thoughts for this party.
I think there's always enough
always
thoughts.
enough thoughts. If you had a thought there wouldn't be enough thoughts, watch The Bachelor. You'll go, you know what? There'll always be more thoughts. I can't even. By the way,
I love that Steve is turning this into a Seinfeld bit.
thought.
Slowly but
Yes,
surely.
I know. I was like, it's too easy to not do thought.
That's what you thought.
Man, I have no idea. That people are just like, yeah, that's just a new term for, and girls probably, the thoughts don't even know. They have no idea. They probably
better than
call other
slut.
girls. Yeah, I want to know what it.
It's very thoughtful.
I feel like a thought is someone who like acts like what people would refer to as a slut, but with better goals.
Mm-hmm.
but with more aspiration.
Yeah,
Give me a record
more
deal.
ambition.
Not just a hoe to hoe,
Yeah,
but a hoe that's like, I want to be a CEO.
perfect. There you go, a CEO.
This is too much, guys.
And there's
It's
the
too early
punchline.
for all these puns, guys. It's what time is it? 4 in the morning. What time do we do this show?
Do it too early.
By the way, we're live on the All Things Comedy Facebook page. I know the same 1,300 people every single week are watching. I know Brenton's dad's out there, right? He always comments on it. And that's about it. That's about it. So you can call. The phone number is 323-242-7424.
Dad, are you watching The Bachelor?
I know you won't call. I know you won't call. And here's the deal. Let's try to get through the first 52 shows 1 year, because we're never going to miss a show, ever. Ever. Right, Brenton?
I
Yep.
mean, possibly.
Right. So we're going to go the first 52 shows, no phone calls. Now, we've had a couple. One person hung up on us. We got disconnected. Our first big, like, really big phone call, the person was like, I want to call and I want to talk about it. And then Aaron fucking hung up on him. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And so that 1 week,
And that's
Emma
why
takes
we
off.
fired him.
And now you'll never see Aaron here again. And that's the power I have at 9:30 in the morning here, West Coast time. Yeah. I can't believe that that no one ever has called. If this is like no one's ever called us and been like, even just to be like, fuck you, and hang up. It's like now it doesn't bother me, but I'm like, maybe this week though. Someone
Starting to feel like every birthday party.
that nobody shows up.
Yeah.
It's your biggest fear. It is. I'm waiting for you not to show up 1 week, Brenton. You'll always be here for me, right?
Yeah, I'll Skype in.
Okay. Till you get married next week.
That's not happening.
By the way, I don't even know. I know that tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and we have plenty of love in our lives for each other. So much love. But I think she's got a bladder infection and I have a staph infection right now, so it's like, yeah, it's not Valentine's Day tomorrow. It doesn't matter what the calendar says. Like, we're gross.
Where's that romantic greeting card?
Yeah. Hey, you got a
staph
infection, and I might have bladder problems. But either way,
We're perfect for
yeah,
each
we'll
other.
fuck when we can. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. So, by the way, add that to I did. I went to the doctor.
And you don't have shingles.
I don't have shingles. It was I got a fucking infection from the goddamn
you.
hot tub. Do I write that on the Airbnb, by the way? Should I tell Ari to write that on the Airbnb?
But
Absolutely.
is it
Why,
because
though?
but is it
Here,
because
I don't
of the
know.
Airbnb, or is it because you were in a hot tub with Bert and Ari and Ryan O'Neal?
Mark Norman and Sean Patton.
I mean,
for 6 days in a row,
I
with no
mean,
water change, no adding of
is
like
it
more
their
chemicals.
fault or is it your fault?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or a doctor. I chose a different profession. I chose
Maybe Ari
public
bled
speaking.
into the hot tub.
I don't know if any of them have it. I saw Neil last night. He seems to be fine. His wrist is still broken. But I mean, for me, I'm like, a staph infection's pretty gross.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd rather a broken wrist, but I'm like, I wasn't psyched about getting a staph infection. So yeah, we're my wife and I, we're not going to be having sex. It's just, but you guys have fun. You guys have fun at your Italian restaurant having sex with each other. Getting
on the
engaged. I hope
table. On the
I hope
table.
Cass is out of her meeting now. Big day tomorrow.
Let's see.
She out of her meeting? Big day tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
No, I don't think she is.
Okay. Did you watch The Bachelor?
I did, yeah, last night.
You did.
Yeah.
Me too.
Brutal week for me.
You had a.
I had a girl quit. I had another fucking girl quit.
I was
Bullshit. All my girls are quitting.
I'm not. I love it. She's like, I'm not unhappy that I spent this time here, but I'm out. She's like, I'm out.
Oh, she said she's busy tomorrow.
Oh boy. Is she busy for the rest of her life? Uh-oh, Brenton. No, I was surprised that what's her name quit. I was like, because he did. Like, has he given her a one-on-one date?
No,
Shit.
no, and that's the thing. Every single person's like, I don't get any time. It's like, well, who's he spending the time with?
Yeah, the people
Where's
he
all
likes.
this time going?
He's off by himself.
I have no time with him. Every single person. There's not even the ones that have had one-on-ones. They're like, I don't get any time with him. Well, yeah, there's fucking 30 of you.
I know. At the beginning of the episode when they came back, and it was like the first thing was a rose ceremony, I was like, fuck yeah. I like this. I'm like, at least they're not going to bullshit us the whole fucking episode. And he cut those two, the two troublemakers.
You had to.
Had to. Gotta go. Can't ruin my
'Cause
time in
not
Vietnam.
He's not good at fake crying, so he had to get rid of him so he didn't have to keep cutting to,
At one point, I was watching it, right? I'm eating my lunch, watching it. My wife's running around doing something. She walks in, right? And she was about to say something, and he goes, and she just hears him and goes, you make me the happiest man in Vietnam. And she goes, what the fuck? What the fuck did he just say? I go, I think he just said, She makes him the happiest man in Vietnam. She goes,
That
"I
has been
cannot-
said in many a whorehouse.
You make me the happiest man in Vietnam." What the fuck, bro? What the fuck is going on? I'm happy for what's her name, the Nick City dancer chick that bounced, your girl.
Yeah,
That
but
was
she
like-
lost her job. She quit her job
She
to
quit
do
her
that
job.
show,
I know, that's
and
why-
then she quit this
and then she
job.
quit, yeah.
There's a pattern.
Now here's the deal. My wife did make an assumption that she now is trying to position herself as another bachelor, as a new
Oh, yeah.
bachelor.
Yeah.
Now I'm not too familiar with the show. I don't know how it works. Like, what level do you have to get to before you're
So-
like, oh, that girl could be considered the new bachelorette for next time?
Cassie explained it to me, and she will probably...
Do you have to make like the
Pipe it.
final four?
No,
have they
you
ever
just
picked like
you
a
have to
girl
be
from
like
the
a
beginning?
fan favorite, or you have to be somebody that. So there's two things. One of them's going to become the next Bachelorette, and then like the ones that cause all the drama or were just like fun, like Demi. She's going to end up on Bachelor in Paradise, where they just pin a bunch of them, like equal number of each gender together, ton of booze on a beach, and then they just see what happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just like match up?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Really? When does that show
Just
happen?
a televised orgy.
And there's no winning?
No,
What do you win?
Just a lot of drinking, and then maybe you find love, but then there's like all these love triangles happening, and just
And
all
at the end, what do they just ship everyone off this island? Of
I don't know.
gonorrhea land?
I haven't watched it, so maybe
Is
she
it in
can
the? That's got to be a summer
tell
show.
me what happens. I think so.
Is that on regular TV?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I am so excited about the fantasy suites.
Mm-hmm.
I really am, dude. Because what is this fucking guy gonna do? What is Colton gonna do in these fantasy suites?
He's gonna make balloon animals.
When he says like I mean the lines that they're pulling on ABC when he's like,
Oh no, there was a good one.
he's like, I can't wait to lose my virginity to the person I'm going to love them, I'm going to care about them, and I'm going to give them everything I got. And I'm like, barf. I'm like, they're going to drown, dude. You're going to come in 3 seconds, if you're lucky.
It's gonna be passionate.
It's going to be passionate, and I'm going to give her everything I got. And it's like, bro, just try to survive.
Where
okay?
was this line? Where is it? Quote of the night, according to After the Final Rose. Did you see the drama with what's her name? Kaylin,
Yeah.
the beauty pageant girl, talking about the other girls on the show going, she said she does not have depth. She only has, her beauty to rely on. And this is a
beauty pageant girl.
Beauty pageant
Yeah.
girl saying this about somebody.
Yeah. I mean, he wants to fuck that Hannah girl.
Yeah.
That tall blonde girl. Like that's his, like, he's like, God,
Mm-hmm.
if this was a situation where I can get rid of all these other girls and just like do this and not be like, I have to love you. Like you could tell he totally is down with that chick. And she knows that. Whether or not she can play her cards right and get that personality going, like the other Hannah who's always like, hi, just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You lost your mind, lady.
Yeah.
You like when you came in, I was like, oh, you're a sweet Southern girl who's gonna fucking, and then you became a vampire,
Yeah.
some sort of witch, crazy lady.
And none of them can throw a punch.
Never knows
We
how to
learned
be
that.
normal anymore. Oh yeah, that little beating up thing where they, what's her name, beat up Demi.
That was how Demi lost.
I know.
He
Demi's
saw
like-
her getting her ass kicked, and she's like, ugh.
And then she goes, come here. I love Demi's voice. There is almost like, it's almost like she's on the date with Colton, but also she wants everyone else to know, I'm having the most fun time with you. She's like Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm having a really wonderful time
God.
with you. Let's call my mother.
I am the top young bachelorette.
Yeah. Let's call my mother. Recently incarcerated but released.
Yeah, what a weird way to go. Hey,
Hey,
you want to
Mom.
meet my mom?
Yeah.
She just got out.
The way he played. Hey, how are you? You've got
that
such a
fucking
great.
smile.
Yeah, you raised one hell of a daughter from prison, wherever the fuck you
I know
are.
you had a lot to do with this,
Dude.
and you should be very proud.
He's snapping. He's gonna snap
Yeah, the next week's episode is the
when
over
he
the
jumps
fence.
over the fucking fence.
Yeah.
This is remarkable. I love his little fucking fight at the beginning of the thing where he's like introducing when they were gonna fight each other, the girls fight, and like he had that little choreographed fight. And the girls like, oh, I love seeing him all sweaty and fighting people. I'm like, if those guys wanted to fuck him up, they'd snap his
they
neck
could
right
in a
now. I wish they
second.
just did. No.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You ever see the Raid Redemption?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those guys are like
1 and
5
2.
feet tall.
And they will snap Colton's neck.
Mm-hmm.
They will fuck him. You are no longer virgin. I think you're virgin.
You know have dick.
But I'm the luckiest man in Vietnam. When I heard that, I was like, oh, it's nap time. Nap time. So, yeah, those two lopped off. What's her name quit.
Demi got fired.
Demi got fired.
That was brutal. She put on her statement dress, went to his room.
And then was...
Apparently, Cassie says anytime you go to the room uninvited, that's just bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So her going, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do...
Just stay in your room and sleep and hide and hope you get a rose.
And then lay low to get that
if
rose.
you go to that room and you're like, I love you. He's like, I don't want to fucking do this right now. This is my time.
What's the name of that Bachelor blog again? I want to pull it up.
It's afterthefinalrose.blog.
Hold on. Can you do the BetDSI plug while I pull this up?
Yeah, guys.
What is it? After the Rose?
Afterthefinalrose.blog. Guys, do you like gambling on The Bachelor or any of your other favorite activities? You can go to BetDSI right now and bet on anything you want, literally anything, and use the code WTO100 and you'll get your first deposit matched. So put in $1 million, they're going to give you $1 million, and you're going to win.
Probably not $1 million, but
they have
you've
that
got $1
kind
million.
of money. They have that kind of money. They're a very successful company.
If you have $1 million, can you do me a favor? Can you open up 1 million different accounts and then it just looks better for me? Yeah, put $1 in 1 million different accounts. And that looks really good for me.
And
you
put
can gamble
all of your money.
I don't give a fuck if
on
you keep
Hannah
the same
G.
password. I don't care if you keep this. You got to keep. You have a different million different email accounts. That's going to be an issue. But just do me a favor if you could, or at least like, I don't know, like 20 accounts at like whatever, 25,000 a piece. I don't know what the math is, but you know what I'm saying. Like just open up many accounts. Everyone should open up an account. Use the promo code WTO100. They'll double your offer.
And we were talking about this. You can bet on who's going to get the Hard Knocks. Which team is going to get Hard Knocks?
They're down to the final 5. I know 3 of them. I'm sure Brenton can look up the other 2. Did you know that they cannot refuse? The NFL's has a deal with HBO where the team that gets selected for Hard Knocks cannot say, hey, we don't want to fucking be on Hard Knocks. So the final 3 or 5 teams, I narrowed it down to 5, are the Raiders, the Giants, the Lions, and I don't know the other 2, but I know the head games are already being played because Matt Patricia, the Lions head coach, has already been like, look, you don't want us. We're boring. We don't want you here. We'll be extra boring. You know who you really want to look at? The fucking Raiders. Gruden. He's pretty interesting. He's been on television before.
This is interesting. I didn't know this. So there's, according to CBS Sports, there are 3 rules that if a team fits one of these, they are not eligible for Hard Knocks.
What are the rules?
They have a first-year head coach in place.
Bullshit.
They have a playoff berth in the past 2 seasons, and if they have appeared on Hard Knocks in the past 10 years.
Playoff berth in the past 2 seasons. The Giants have not. No, first-year head coach.
Is this going to give me the list, though?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, no one, first-year head coach, but...
That would be tough to put him on the spot like that.
Yeah.
And go, look at how much this guy's fucking up this organization already, and the season hasn't even started yet.
I don't want it to be the Giants. Although I do love Hard Knocks.
I hope it's the Giants.
I really hope.
Can't be the Bills. Made the playoffs 2 years ago.
Shit. I hope it's one of those. The Raiders would be great. The Raiders would be fantastic.
I'm on the Sporting News now, looking for this list, and John Gruden is the cover photo.
Perfect.
Who's eligible.
He'd be great.
So it's the Lions, the Raiders, the Giants, the 49ers, and the Redskins.
I'm interested in the Raiders or the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Schottenheimer or give me Gruden.
And you've got some personality on the 49ers.
Hell yeah. And maybe if they get fucking Antonio Brown.
Yeah. You think that's where he's going to go?
He's going somewhere.
It's going to cost a lot of fucking money.
First round pick. And people are like, is he worth a first-round pick? I'm
Absolutely.
like, Amari Cooper got a fucking first-round pick.
Absolutely, he's worth a first-round pick.
Apparently, they're trying to fucking say that he's going to have some issues with the commissioner because he's got some sort of he had a aggressive driving and then possibly a domestic thing or something like that. But I don't know.
It worked out for Kareem Hunt.
Yes. By the way, the Browns. Congratulations to the Browns on Kareem Hunt. Due diligence was done, I guess. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if we bet on it, but I was like, I mean, for sure.
I think we bet that would he be back in 2019, like next season, and I think we said he would. Yeah. Well, because the NFL doesn't care.
He is now for sure.
He didn't deflate a football; he just deflated a woman.
So who's left now on this thing?
You have four girls left. I have 3. You have Hannah G, Heather, Hannah B, Kerpa, and then I have Cassie, Kaylin.
How the fuck is Kerpa still on this show?
I have no idea.
What happened to her chin?
So, apparently, she fell and hit her chin on a rock.
Where?
So I don't know.
Thailand?
I don't know. I guess Thailand. Where were they? Was it Thailand where they were at first? It must
Every
have been
time I
Thailand.
see her, I'm like, hey, Kerpa, get that fucking thing off your chin. This is the goddamn Bachelor.
You are losing.
Yeah, you think Demi's not going to put some makeup in that and get that shit all pussy? Fill it up with a boil? Trust me, bro. Holy shit. I was like, every time I see her, I go, this is not your best foot forward, Sherpa. What's her name? Kerpa?
Kerpa.
Man. Dude, this is not the right website, by the way.
No, what are you doing on Bustle?
I put in what you wanted me to put in.
I told you after the final rose
Watch this shit right now.
After the final rose.blog. It's a website. You're typing it into Google.
Fuck.
It's a direct website.
Fuck.
It's a direct website.
God damn you, Brenton. Don't make me do it.
Shut up!
Well, stop being old. It's a website. After the final rose.blog.
Are there spaces in websites? I got it.
Shut up!
All right, hold on. Oh,
Yeah,
I
isn't
love
it
when they
great?
put the
Isn't
X's.
it great?
Oh,
Out of show business.
You're out. Okay. All right, Hannah.
So I got to have a big week next week. If I lose 2 more girls, it's pretty much over very quickly.
So now, is it single elimination from here on out? Because I'm looking at sweeps week in May. There's no way they end this thing before sweeps.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think it's just how he's feeling. I think it literally is just, I don't want, because he could fire them at any moment.
Here's
They
what
could
I
be
want
on
to
a
do.
date
Side
and be
bet.
like, hey, go fuck yourself.
100%. 100%. I know who's out next week.
Who's out next week?
You ready for this? Kerpa.
I hope so. That's
Kerpa.
your 5th round pick.
100% out next week.
Even though he had a one-on-one with her, gave her a rose. They had a
Kerpa.
lovely time.
Kerpa. Right here. Kerpa, sorry you fell on a rock.
But she got rid of the thing.
Sorry.
She got rid of the thing for their date.
Sorry your
There was no damage.
sorry your face was mangled. But it's time to go. It's time for you.
Maybe nobody gets eliminated next week.
I don't think that's the case. Because think about it. There's got to be 7 episodes left till May, right? February 2, March 3, 4. It's got to be a couple weeks, you know. So about 8 episodes left.
Yeah.
Okay? There's how many girls left? 7? So they'll have the final 2 will be like the last episode, I'm sure. I don't know how the show works, but I'm sure they don't just cut someone and then they have all episode where the 2 people fall in love together.
Yeah.
So the final 2. So yeah, I bet you it's 1 person a week. Kerpa next week. And it's going to be the battle of the blondes at the end. It's a battle of the blondes. Heather's going home before the rest of them.
What about Tasha?
It's gonna Heather's going home before Tasha. Then it's gonna be Tasha. Then it's gonna be Hannah B. And it's coming down to Hannah G and Cassie.
And what about Kaylin?
What?
You forgot about Kaylin.
Yes,
The
she's
dark
gonna be
horse.
in the 3. It's racist, dude. It's racist.
But she's white.
Kind of. But
That's a tan.
don't get technical with me.
She's got a beauty pageant tan.
She's gonna go down in the final 3 too.
Yeah, I mean, if
And the winner's gonna be Cassie.
I hope so.
She's gonna put the personality and the body together.
And then that would also mean you win the bet of who takes his virginity,
Cassie.
unless he gets laid before then, which it doesn't look like he's going to. He still can't even, when he talks about the girls on camera, he does that thing where he looks down like a little kid. He's just like,
Do you think Demi's gonna be the next Bachelorette, or she gets shipped off to that?
no,
slut
she's going to be
island?
Slut Island.
That
for
Thought
sure.
Island?
She's going to be the queen of that island.
Thought Island.
Yeah. That's going to be Lord of the Flies. And she's going to rule everyone.
That's what I think. That's how it's gonna go, bro. And I don't think
it's
he
not
fucks next week, but I do. I am
Maybe
interested.
that's why he jumped over the fence.
I can't fuck.
He put the tip in.
Oh!
I gotta get out of here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, this is 2 whole seasons of this, because he was on The Bachelorette as a contestant.
Was he saying walking around when he was on the Bachelorette like, "Hey, I'm a virgin, by the way"?
That I don't know, but probably that was like his. Oh, this will work.
Loser.
Dude, I hope nobody fucks him ever.
That'd be great.
I hope he just is always a virgin.
He gets down on one
like
knee
nobody,
and she
all
says
these girls are
no.
like, "Nah, I'm good," and then like he's just like, "Well, what?" And then he just can't get a.
We know
a
what's
job.
crazy is the oldest person now on the show is 28, and everyone else is like 23. They're all kids.
Yeah, and it's not going to work out for any of them.
And then the whole theme was, oh, they're not ready. You're kicking me out, but none of them are ready.
None of them are ready for love. I love this whole. I'm here to find a wife. I'm here to find my true love. And if you're not serious about it, well, then you can leave. And everyone's like,
Just take your commercial flight back to the
Yeah.
States.
back to I know. Take your middle seat commercial flight, and you can go back to the States, okay? And
Do you
see
think-
Cindy for your passport.
Do you think they flew out first class? I mean, I'm
No.
sure he did.
Yes.
They took care of him, but
He did.
the girls, did they have
did
to
not.
fly?
They did not. I bet you they were all in there. They were probably in business together.
Mm-hmm.
They were in business maybe business. Business is expensive still. A
Mm-hmm.
long. ABC's got it. I bet you ABC probably gets a plane.
Season 23.
Yeah, they probably get not a private plane, but like they probably buy an American Airlines flight for the crew and
But
everyone.
If they got a private plane, then they would show that private plane. There'd be
Of
footage on
course.
the plane.
Of course.
No footage on the plane means they're all sitting
they're
economy.
all or they're on a plane. They're on a commercial airliner on the way out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The helicopter rides though and shit, like all this stuff that's going on in
They
Vietnam.
rented out that amusement park down in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean this stuff. The one where she's like, he bought me everything I wanted. What an elaborate shopping trip. I'm like, do you think this guy's got money to do this? He lives
He
in
was
an
on the
apartment in
practice
San Diego.
squad.
Practice squad. What job does he have now?
He's
Does anyone ask
he's
them
a
that?
TV personality. I don't know.
What job
That's a
do you
great
have now,
question.
sir? You used to play in the NFL.
He
What job do you have now?
He has a charity.
Fired.
He's
Is
like
what?
a foundation or a charity.
That's not a fucking job,
Yeah,
dude.
but maybe
that's a
he's
money laundering
Skimming money off the
situation.
top.
What's your job? Sir, what is your job? I want to go to Bet DSI for a sec. The spring training games start this week? No, they don't start this week. Are you a big guy? Do you do college basketball? Because shit's getting real, dude.
I don't do college basketball, but I always make a bracket.
We're making
Oh, yeah.
brackets too.
Yeah.
If you call in, you can make a bracket with us. If you call in, we'll give you $1,000.
Don't
Anyway,
tell them that.
Bill Burr will give you $1,000
Yeah,
if you call in right
that's
now.
better.
Yeah, we'll do a bracket. We'll do maybe a fan bracket thing too with we can kind of see who's doing the best. I'm Duke last night. I watched that fucking Duke Louisville game right before I went out to do spots. Duke was down by 21 points with 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left. They did this in RPI. I'm sure they do it like on BetDSI where it's like projected to win. 99.9% projected to lose. They came back and won by a point. Pretty ridiculous. That team's
They're ranked
kind of fun to watch.
in the
Second
nation.
in the nation. They've lost two games.
2 games.
They lost. They're a really
Look at fucking Tennessee though.
Yeah, Tennessee's not as good as Duke, and you'll see that they're really good. They're not as good as Duke. Not now.
Michigan, number 6.
Michigan lost last night to Penn State, which was weird, but that's how it is.
Penn State's not even ranked.
Penn State's not even
who's
ranked.
coming in at 25th, Steve?
Buffalo?
Buffalo,
Yeah,
baby.
you know who Bobby Hurley coaches those guys. Or he used to coach those guys. Wait, who coaches Buffalo now? I know he used to coach the team. Let me see. Google.
There's a lot of Big Ten in this.
U of Buffalo basketball. No, not QB. Goddamn fat fingers. Basketball. Who's the coach? Head coach, Nate Oates. But I know it used to be Bobby Hurley. You know who Bobby Hurley is, right? What the fuck, bro? He used to play for Duke. Bobby Hurley. Remember Christian Laettner, the turnaround jump shot against Kentucky?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he grew up in Buffalo. So he went back and coached over there.
That was nice.
I think he coaches in Arizona now. Anyway, yeah, I'm fucking college basketball is getting like to the point where everyone's like locking down. They know who their teams, they know like how well they are and how well they can play, and it's the most fun. It's the month of like true beautiful basketball.
I will pick based on where you can get the best education, and I will probably do just as well as you.
I'll tell you some tricks that I do when we do the brackets. I'll show you how I break down my bracket. I have a theory of like 12-5 seeds and shit like that, things I do. So don't worry, Brenton. I'll teach you.
Well, last year was the first 16 to beat a 1, right? Did that happen?
No.
Am I crazy? Or was it a 15 that beat a 2?
15 have beat 2s before. Did a 16? Didn't Syracuse lose to Richmond? And that might have been a 15-2. I don't think it's 16-1s ever. Let me ask Siri. Siri, has a 16 seed ever beat a 1 seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament? What are the chances she gets this right?
Here's what I found on the web for has a 16 seed ever beat a 1.
What'd you find, Siri? Tell me about it. Tell me about it, lady. No.
Oh, but it was Murray State lost to Michigan State by 4, but they took them to overtime.
Middle Tennessee knocked off Michigan State in 2016. 15-2. And I know, way before probably even born, Richmond beat Syracuse. That was a big one. I'm getting psyched about that. What else?
Starts very soon.
Yeah, it does start soon.
It's already the 13th.
What are the odds? Oh, so okay, so you're doing Emma, do you have plans for Valentine's Day, by the way?
I think I'm just gonna make dinner at home with the bae, and that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah, dude. Make home dinner, bae.
Make home dinner.
Take home bae. Make dinner.
You're throwing too many millennial words at him, and he's having a
Thought it
meltdown
out.
right
thought
now.
out. I'm gonna act like a thought with my bae. Make dinner. I'm gonna thought out with my bae. I'm a thought in bed, but I'm a CEO in the head.
It's not
That's a
bad.
good one.
Dude.
It's not bad.
So fucking bad. I'm gonna
Put that in the theme song.
You suck!
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dude, I bought this fucking app, and they still make me every once in a while do this shit. Fuck you, bro. I bought this sound effect app. Don't give me this shit.
But you got to get the premium account.
Fuck you, premium account. You give me the goddamn premium account. How about that? Speaking of shitting, I shit the bed and got fantasy golf this week, dude. If anyone is a really good fantasy golf person, I know I'm picking winners. I'm picking people that are in the top 5, but I'm just not like figuring out this whole system yet. I'm in last place in our league, but I'm gonna get this shit together. Masters, majors count as double, and so does the Players Championship. So I got time to catch up. This week they're in LA Open.
Are you
We're
gonna go
on Friday if the weather's nice? Me and Cord are gonna go.
It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, but then Friday it's going to be better. It's just going to be cold.
Yeah, we're over at Riviera Country. They're over at Riviera Country Club in Los Angeles. So go over there if you live in the area. It's fun. I love going to golf tournaments. So
Or go see live comedy.
or go see live comedy, of course. This week I'm at the Comedy Store all week long. My buddy Ari's in town. I'm back to back with him tomorrow night on Valentine's Day, and then I'm here this weekend as well.
What time are you on?
11, I think I'm on tomorrow.
I'm on at 12:15.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I won't see you.
No.
Anyway, no, I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, also if you're in town next Monday, Ari Shafir's renamed Storyteller show. You know, this is not happening. His show. It's the ninth anniversary of the show, and he's doing a show in the main room. I'm doing it. Bert Kreischer's doing it. Joey Diaz, Miss Pat.
It's a fucking crazy lineup.
It's gonna be great. So if you're in LA or the LA area, there's a couple tickets left. Come check that show out. And then I'm in Vancouver in 2 weeks. So
Are you doing the mix?
I'm doing Yuck Yucks.
Oh, Yuck Yucks.
As part of the JFL Just for
That's
Laughs
right.
festival up there. So tickets are on my website. Yes, they are on my website. You can go there, and also the rest of the tour is on there as well.
Steve Space Ranazizi.
No, there's no space. I know that. I was making a joke before.
.blog.
If you put a space in it, won't get there. But SteveRenazizi.com. Just put the RAN, and then it'll do the rest. Are you going anywhere? Or are you doing anything?
Tonight I'm at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. Thursday I'm with you at the store. Friday we're doing an all things comedy show at Dynasty Typewriter.
Nice.
So that'll be really fun. It's Nick Thune, Eddie Pepitone, Brendan Walsh, and a surprise guest.
Is it you?
It is not me.
Is it your fiance?
It is not. No.
Full circle, guys, like we did at the beginning of the show. I thank you guys for listening again. Emma, do you have anything you want to plug?
No, I'm good, but thank you.
Cool.
We're going to come up with a stakes for the Oscars, and we're going to bet on that next week.
The BAFTAs were this weekend.
There will be blood.
It's not nominated this year, but was a former winner of an Academy Award.
Yes.
By the way, the BAFTAs happened this weekend, and now I've officially figured out who's going to win the Academy Awards, all the categories.
So you do it based on that.
Now that I have all my information gathered as to who the critics and who's won what and who's figuring things out, if you want to get if you want to go to your Oscar party and fill out, an Oscar form,
Win that $20 gift card.
win that $20 gift card to Bloomies, probably. If you're going to an Oscar party, it's Bloomies. Then listen to the What's the Odds podcast that week, because I will tell you the answer to who wins. Like Price Waterhouse Cooper, I already know the answers, and I'll tell you.
La La Land.
I'm sorry, the winner's Moonlight. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to What's the Odds with Steve Renazizi. We'll be back next week unless something tragic happens, but probably not. We'll be back. Thanks for listening, guys. Happy Valentine's Day, lovers.
See you guys.
Steve Renazizi. Soccer. What the fuck? Dude, I can't take this Lady Gaga thing. We can bet on that too. What's the odds? Welcome back. It's insane.